Jakarta, Germany's Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul has issued a stark warning about China's growing assertiveness in the Indo-Pacific, calling it a direct threat not only to regional security, but also to Europe's vital interests. Speaking in the Indonesian capital, Wadephul underlined the deep interconnection between events in Asia and Europe, stressing that what happens in one region inevitably impacts the other. The minister's remarks came during a diplomatic visit to Indonesia, where he met with his counterpart, Foreign Minister Sugiono. The talks focused on strengthening bilateral ties, but Wadephul used the platform to deliver a broader message. China's actions in the South China Sea and rising tensions in the Taiwan Strait pose risks far beyond Asia. Wadephul argued that China's military assertiveness undermines the international rules-based order, a system that Germany and Europe rely on to safeguard trade, security, and prosperity. With critical shipping lanes passing through the South China Sea, he warned that any escalation could disrupt global commerce and stability. The Taiwan Strait, he added, is equally significant. Any confrontation there, Wadephul cautioned, would reverberate across the global economy and directly affect German and European security. His remarks highlight Europe's growing awareness that Indo-Pacific dynamics are not a distant concern, but a pressing strategic priority. Wadephul also linked the ongoing war in Ukraine to Indo-Pacific security. He said Moscow's aggression, sustained by arms from North Korea and economic support from China, demonstrates how Europe's challenges are tied to Asia's. In his words, European and Indo-Pacific security are closely interlinked. The speech underscored Germany's push for stronger engagement in the region and its call for a united response to rising geopolitical tensions. For Berlin, the Indo-Pacific is no longer a remote theatre. It is central to Europe's own security future.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this last night in Osaka. We put you in Osaka, we saw the expo. Yeah, and also you. Yeah. Strengthen relations also to the global partners. And Indonesia is one of these partners.
Foreign policy. So the ambassador, the deputy foreign minister. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. I would like to begin our discussion by inviting that this kind of views and also principles.
Our values more closer and more effectively.
Business and relationships, either it's based on value or unfortunately transactions with some country.
What happens here in the Indo-Pacific has a direct impact on European security and vice versa. China's growing military assertiveness in the South China Sea not only threatens Asia's security, but also undermines the international rules-based order.
Not only threatens Asia's security, but also undermines the international rules-based order.
And with essential trade routes running right through this area, it also constitutes an economic risk. The same goes for the Taiwan Straits. Any escalation would have serious consequences for global security and prosperity, and directly affects German and European interests too.
Would have serious consequences for global security and prosperity, and directly affect German and European interests too.
Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine is not only an attack on the European peace order, it also affects Indo-Pacific security, because the Russian war machine runs in part on North Korea troops and ammunition, as well as on China's decisive economic support, all of which serves to show that European and Indo-Pacific security are closely interlinked.
All of which serves to show that European and Indo-Pacific security are closely interlinked.